Hello everyone, and welcome to Sailwind. It's a very good morning here, a beautiful morning, as you find me at the helm of my Dhow, somewhere at sea. I just woke up, watching this beautiful sunrise. The wind against my sails looks good. I have a decent speed, it seems, and as I'm going about my morning tasks, we have a lot to cover in this first episode, so let's dive right into it. Early access title in very active development. Sailwind is a first-person survival realistic sailing game, and what I mean by that is you basically manage your character that can sail different type of boats in an environment where the waves have realistic physics, the wind and its impact on your sails has a realistic physics, and you also need to take care of your sleep cycles as well as food and water needs, and there are different ways to do that. And basically from there, that's all there is to it. Sailwind does not hold your hand at all, which is part of the reason why I love this game. The learning curve can be stiff, but I think it's totally worth it. Um, I'd like to give a massive shout out to the game team developers, which I think is just a one-man team in Rhode Island Workshop. As far as I'm concerned, they're doing an amazing job. It's available on Steam for the price of $20, I believe, and was published in October 2021. We're playing on the beta version 0.22, which was a major update that occurred in November 2023, and I can't recommend that game enough. So we just got our first catch of the day here. Basically our breakfast, and some rain is starting to fall. Still clear skies, fairly calm seas. I'm gonna do a check of my speed here, which I haven't done since I woke up. Oh, look at this beautiful rainbow in the distance. Looks like we're putting about 8 knots, so that's not too bad. No adjustments required today. We're going towards the right direction, and we've got proper speed here. As a good captain and host, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of my boat. So at the back, you have my living quarters. That's where I have my food, my water, my different type of rations. Just by the wheel there, you have my navigation tools, my map, my compass, my sun compass. All the barrels that you see there are my rums and water, which uh, I've already taken quite a dent here. I brought some white tobacco, because why not, with a pipe to go along with it. And then at the front right there, you can see some cases of my only cargo that I'm carrying on that journey. So, what is this journey gonna be about? Um, well, it's a journey of discovery. I want to bring you along with me as we explore this game. I've put a fair bit amount of time in it, but I've tried a couple of different games. Always starting in the Alang region with the Dhow, which is a boat that we're having right now, and then but I've never left that region. And the Alang region is just one of the 4 regions that is available in that game. And in between each of those regions, you have a big, vast ocean that you must cross, and you know it takes some level of preparation. Um, And so that's pretty much how I spend the early game. Just trying to build up my reputation, get richer through trade, to upgrade my boat, get my supplies, my tools, and I had an objective clearly set in mind, which was to reach the Fire Fish Lagoon. And why the Fire Fish Lagoon? It's because the Fire Fish Lagoon is actually the newest region that was added in the last update. I haven't seen any spoiler about it, so here you can see our mission. Um, White Tobacco to Firefish Town. And why I love that challenge as well is because there is no map available to go there. You just get coordinates, and from there, you're on your own. So it's now day 58 in this game. I've spent the first 45 days preparing, and so we've been at sea for about 13 days now. You can take a look at the balance sheet on the right and how I've spent my first 58 days in the game. So all of it again in the Alank region. Oh, okay. So I was going to show you the world map, but let's hang tight for a sec here. Yep, that was lightning, and here is a storm. So in this game, storm can happen like fairly quickly, and you have several options to how you want to go about them. The option that I prefer from far is try to run away from it or to outrun it. And here is it's exactly what we're trying to do here. So I'm looking at the wind direction. I'm looking at where the storm is positioned. So it's clearly coming straight for me. And so basically, what I'm gonna be doing there is like change my boat's course. I'm trying to. I don't really care which direction I'm going right now. What I'm really trying to do is get away from that storm. Um, even though I have very little cargo and my boat is fairly light, it's still just a Dhow. This is still the open ocean, and the storms can be very dangerous. And I'm serious about that playthrough here. I don't want to have to sink or to have to be rescued. I wanna try to learn the rope of the game in as safe a way as possible. So um, let's see if we can outrun the storm here. Alright, so looks like we're set for a wild ride here for a little bit, and um, let's see how whether we're able to outrun that storm or not. That gives me an opportunity to talk a little bit and continue the story behind this playthrough, and you may wondering like showing a log with it's already 63 days of activities, and yet this is the first video. Well, the truth is that I had no idea I was going to record anything for YouTube when I started this series. I've been in love with the game. I've been trying to learn the rope with a couple of a couple of attempts, and then when I felt I knew enough, I was like, okay, let's take it seriously. And I must say, I've been so amazed by what I've seen and what I've learned in those first 60 plus days that I was like, hey, you know what? I've had that very weird idea for a while, to see if I could share my passion for gaming via YouTube, and that seems like a good opportunity here. Um, so this is what this playthrough basically is gonna look like. I'm gonna share with you some great time I have playing this game. It's not gonna be all in real time. It's not gonna be like an episode a day or whatever. I have a full-time job. I have three young kids that I am the primary caregiver for, and I'm sure real life will get in the way. But I've always had that idea of sharing those kind of experience with some type of community. So um, yeah, this if I was role playing this is me. just chilling. How I would play the game, even if I was not, sharing it on YouTube. Um, and I'll try to see all the hidden gems that we can uncover in that game. Um, so even though we don't have a map, we do know that the Firefish Lagoon is located roughly east-southeast of Alank Lion, or the Alank region rather. And so that's where we've been heading for most of this journey. The first 3-4 days were actually very comfortable, going sailing straight southeast and southwest, sorry. And then after that, we had a couple of rough weather. We've had to go much more south than I anticipated. We've been using our chronometer and sun compass during the day for getting our positions right, and then validating our latitude at least during the night with the quadrant, and by reading our latitude based on the North Star's position. And I'm starting to get a little worried, and at the same time, I have a big hope here. So I am worried because I'm starting to run low on water. I have a 5 units saved in my first barrel. I'm down to 40 or 35 in my last barrel of water. I started this journey. I had no idea how to optimize my consumption of resources, or even how to use rum or the pipe. And so I've been learning. Um, as you can see, we're going through very rough waves at the moment. The boat is taking on water. I know it's fine if your boat takes on some water. I just don't know how much it can take before it sinks. So hopefully we won't find out. Um, and so yeah. So uh, I've never been to the Firefish Lagoon. We're looking for it now. My concern, I'm running low on supplies as I just momentarily exit the boat right there. Um, but on the positive side, since yesterday, I've noticed that the water has changed color. And from what I understand, this is one of the signs that you're entering into a new region. So I'm hoping that we have indeed entered a new region, and I'm hoping that this region is the Firefish Lagoon. So you will see me pull my spyglass from time to time, as I'm desperately trying to both outrun the storm as well as seeing if by any chance I can spot any land in the horizon. All right, welcome back and good morning. Yes, this is another morning on the ocean. The storm that you see back there is actually not the same storm I left you with yesterday. We were actually able to outrun that one, and then I was able to put the boat back on a east-southeast course, which I believe is the right direction to head on. Um, I was, however, unable to complete the sun compass reading yesterday because of the storm. I just couldn't see the sun, and last night before going to bed, couldn't see the North Star either. So I had no way to take any reading on neither longitude nor latitude position in the last 24-36 hours. Um, I still believe I'm nearby the Firefish Lagoon, and but yeah, so I went to bed last night, and then I was awakened by another storm, and 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 this time I had no idea how to ride that one, so um decided not to fight it. My boat is still fairly light, so I was hoping that it would ride the big waves just easy enough, and I simply raised my gaff, raised my jib, and went back to bed. Woke up early morning, no more in the middle of the storm, slightly clearer skies, slightly calmer seas, and even though I'm still taking some amounts of water, and yeah, I put the boat on a due east course, and I'm just gonna keep on looking for Firefish Lagoon. So I'll see you whenever Firefish Lagoon shows up. By the way, guys, if you're wondering how I was able to sleep through a storm, that's one of the core game mechanics. So everything is in real time, as you've seen so far, and there is no way to speed up time. as such. The only way where you can make time advance faster is when you're sleeping. And basically, when you're sleeping, you see a black screen and you won't have any control over your character unless your rest bar is full or if there is an event that is going to wake up your character. And those events can be a storm, a change of wind, if you collide with an island or I guess another boat. But other than that, you cannot control your character. Another thing about this game is how intense it can get at time. Even though overall it's a very chill game, it's gonna take you many hours of in-game time and real hours of gaming to actually get anywhere. But it also gets so intense at time, whether it's when you're running low on supplies or when your mission is about to run out, or when you're riding a storm. I was almost seasick after riding my first storm. So here I've done a trade here. I traded off speed for visibility by lowering my gaff, increasing my overall visibility while at the helm, and I'm putting back my map. So you see we started southwest of that map in the corner there in the Alang region, and we're going east southeast basically. So even though we only have coordinates to find Fire Fish Lagoon, based on those coordinates, 28 north and 3 east, I know that I'm roughly looking at a position that is south-southwest of Emerald Archipelago, and I think that's about where I am right now. So I'm gonna keep looking, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to find land fairly soon here. I am tired. I am losing focus. I think I'm lost. I keep seeming to see land in the distance, only to realize that not really. So that frustrates me even further. The wind has turned, so I've lowered the square sail, the small square sail at the top of the main mast as the wind is blowing from our back, and I'm releasing that sail a bit. And whoa! Look over there. I'm not sure if you can see on with the YouTube compression thingy, but I'm pretty sure that was land. I'm pretty sure that was land. So I'm gonna pull my fishing pole. I'm not worried about food anymore. I've seen land. I know I am somewhere. I'm gonna be able to find food. I'm getting lucky. I find a fish. That's fine. I'm gonna pull it. I still don't want to lose the hook. You know, no point wasting hooks here. I don't really care if I'm taking on more water. I think I'm pretty sure at this point that I found Fire Fish Lagoon. I just like I I don't know. At this point, guys, I was like, this is amazing. The night is gonna set. I'm probably still 1 or 2 days away from getting anywhere close. I have no map to identify which type of island it is. I don't care at this point. I'm gonna end up raising the jib so that I'm not even concerned about speed anymore. I see land, even if it takes me 5 days, I'll be able to get there, and that's that's just the most important. So this first episode, I feel, has been a little bit all over the place, mostly because I didn't anticipate at all that I would be able to find Fire Fish Lagoon during the first episode. I was really set on putting a context around the let's play and going into some details. Won't be able to do that. I don't want to go too long. I'm gonna go to bed, see what the situation is when we wake up, I'm gonna try to get the next episode out fairly quickly, because I don't want to leave you guys on such a cliffhanger, and and yeah, um, I'm quite happy here. I think this first episode was a very good summary of the wave of emotion that Sailwind can provide, and I'll be looking forward to discovering what I hope is Fire Fish Lagoon for the first time. Uh, till next time, stay tuned, and I'll see you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Sailwind, episode 2 in our journey to what I still very much hope is Fire Fish Lagoon. Now, at this point, I don't have much doubt left, and you'll see the reason why in an instant there when I take out my spyglass. Uh, I can basically see several mountains or pieces of land without moving my spyglass. And if I'm able to see that much within one unique angle, it's very unlikely that's going to be the Emerald Archipelago. And the reason why is, well, it's an archipelago, so by definition it should have several islands. And a lagoon, I imagine, would be more like one big chunk of land with some water access throughout and a big lake in the middle, maybe. But we should discover that very soon. I've been sailing east all night, and my approach is to try to come into Firefish Lagoon from the southeast, just to keep some wind favorability. So I'm gonna now start to do a slight turn toward the east northeast, and I wanted to start this episode by diving into the sailing part of this game a little bit more. Talk about boats a little bit. So let's get on to it. So here is my Dhow. So that's again the starting boat from the Alank region. Now, some of you might be wondering why I'm not actually coming to Firefish Lagoon with the Sandbug. The Sandbug is a capital ship that you can purchase from the Alank region. It's a two-mast vessel in its basic configuration, and it cost, I believe, around 88 gold coin. Um, and the reason why is it takes a few resources to upgrade the Dhow and get all the planning underway for such a trip, and I just didn't want to delay. The other component is that I'm nowhere near a professional sailor, and because of that I'm still learning. I'm learning a lot, and I felt that, you know, have my hands full with the Dhow. So I've heard of folks doing the entire Sailwind world just in a Dhow. That's not my intention. I do hope that I'll be able to try out every single boat available during that playthrough. Um, but I love this boat, and it's just amazing. Look at it go. Still taking on some water, but at this point I'm very much less conscious with taking water. Alright, getting even closer now, and taking a quick look at our ledger. So we have 19 days left to reach Firefish Dams, which basically I think we're going to be reaching Firefish Lagoon today. It's day 59. And then what that means is that I basically have another 2 weeks in game time to find Firefish Town, and so I'm feeling very comfortable. You can take a look at my reputation here. So we've got nothing for the Emerald Archipelago, which I believe the Firefish Lagoon belong to, because there are only 3 big regions. So even Happy Bay, I think, belong to the Estuarine region. But yeah, so we'll see how much we'll be able to increase our retail discount and our max number of missions right away. Here, just you can see a couple of the latest missions I've done. So it stops at day 44. We left Gold Rock City on day 46. But just to give you an idea, I was trying to max out my reputation, do a lot of trade. That's why you don't see a lot of revenue coming in from this mission. But still, I was able to get ready for that trip. Look at that! I just can't get enough of that view. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. Look at those waves. Look at the land, the sky, the clouds. Alright, so now we're getting extremely close. I'm starting to worry a little bit, and the reason why is that the wind is turning on me a little bit here. And I don't like that because it's gonna force me to go further out east. Um, and I would like to avoid to have to sail all the way behind Fire Fish Lagoon to then after that uh, have to come back southwest to actually reach my destination. So let's try to see how we can negotiate that here. I almost don't need my spyglass anymore, and but I'm still trying to get a better grasp about how that land is shaped and whether there is any obvious way in, because I would expect to find most of the towns of this region um, on the inner side of the lagoon. So yeah, I have a good side. So here seems that there is a big opening, but it's fairly on the west side of this land, and so I think I'm gonna try and keep looking for a more easterly entrance. All right, the day is setting slowly. Beautiful sunset. I can clearly see the Firefish Lagoon. I don't need my spyglass anymore. I'm gonna go to bed and hopefully final approach tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. This has to be the final day at sea for at least what I hope is a little while. And that's something so crazy about this game, right? It's all about sailing. So obviously you want to be at sea, you want to be on your boat. But then after 15 days at sea, I can tell you, I can't wait to discover this region. Um, and I know that as soon as I'm gonna be on land, I'm gonna be like, when am I gonna sail again? So, um, yeah, it's just a constant back and forth with your emotions here. Um, I I can almost distinguish a lot of details in the landscape right ahead of me. Um, Looking at the wind direction, I'm gonna try to keep an easterly course as much as possible. Again, we're trying to come from the east or at least southeast of that lagoon. So here you can see now the wind is going to start becoming slightly defavorable. So not sure how that's gonna play in my favor for the final approach, but we are hunting for an entrance to the Firefish Lagoon. I I'm quite I like the seas here. The color might not be as vibrant as the Atlantic region, but it has its own pace, rhythm to it, and I'm really enjoying sailing through this phase here. And I like the fact that the sky is not all blue. There is a lot of different shades, type of clouds, and that makes it for a very compelling experience. Uh, Look at that Fire Fish Lagoon. We're getting even closer now. It's very exciting. At this point, I was just jumping around, and although I don't have a clear idea on how I'm gonna get in, um, this landscape is already very different from what you see in the Atlantic region. So uh, that's very exciting. Um, Still need to take care of my basic needs though. No point having the need to be rescued that close from our destination. And as you can see, I'm still trying to shoot for an easterly approach, um, and and the wind is starting to get a bit challenging here. So um, let's see how that goes. Probably only doing only 5 knots here. I want to get there, but at the same time, I don't want to put myself into trouble. Uh, and you know, I still have enough supplies. And if we take a look at our log now, just we still have 17 days, so plenty of time to find Firefish Town. And here we go, the final approach, guys. I can see the landscape in so much more greater details. I'm actually starting to see trees right ahead of me here. Now there seems to be a kind of entrance on my port side, I want to say. And we're gonna take a look at it in like a second. It's so exciting to see, like in real time, the type of landscapes that Firefish Lagoon has. And you can see slightly on the right of my spyglass there, we clearly see trees now. From my experience, when there are trees, you've got a village, and when there is a village, you've got supplies. So I just decided I'm not gonna go to the end here and look at this. That's a building to me. Is that a building? That totally looks like a building to me. I I can't really see my post-processing screen, but I'm pretty sure that was a building. I'm very excited. Let's go. Daily log, we're now day 61. I think we came in view of Firefish Lagoon at the very end of day 58, and we left Gold Rock City on day 46. So quite a lengthy trip, even in the Dhow. That may illustrate my lack of sailing skills overall. I think I did lose a solid 2 days just being desperate trying to navigate. And did you see that canyon? How exciting it must be to go through that with your boat. Now, that's another reason why I wanted to travel in the Dhow. Is I think it's gonna make my exploring of this lagoon much easier, because it's a lighter boat, and it doesn't need as much depth to be able to navigate around. So in a very coastal, um, wow, temple there. It's a temple. And yes, confirmed. It was not one building; it was several houses. So yep, I think that the Dhow is gonna overall allows me to travel much more smoothly through this new region. Um, Here we go. It seems I'm gonna try to be very careful not to hit the floor here, uh, and it looks like we're just minutes away from reaching a town. And yes, here is a dock. You can see the dock. So let's go. I've lowered my gaff sail. I'm now only using my jib. Um, I want very minimal speed. I'm hoping that it's gonna allow me to react. Oh, I'm not going too far from the. I'm not navigating too far from the shore here. Look at this. This is amazing. This is beautiful. It's a very different type of architecture from what you see in the Atlantic region, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Um, Again, look at this. got the even bigger mountains in the background. Wow, it's just, I'm speechless, guys. It also seems to be a much more a much greener biome, and it looks like it's gonna be a perfect opportunity to do a little bit of exploring. Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is my first time reaching this town. We're gonna stay together while we figure out which town exactly it is and confirm in the first place that this is Fire Fish Lagoon. But after that, I'm gonna take some times for myself to explore, and this is how I really like to play my games. I like to take the time to explore. I like to, I have a big imagination, so I'm gonna role play the heck out of this. Um, and But I also understand that it can be somewhat boring, so I'm not gonna be bringing you along, and yeah, I'll keep the first impression and the first discovery of of this town just to me, being a little bit selfish there, but this is becoming a passion project for me, and I want to do it right. And one thing that I don't want is to ruin my experience of a game. So um, not a perfect not a perfect landing here. I'm using the mooring line and the fact that you can now much better control them thanks to the new update. And okay, this one seems a bit close, so I'm gonna go over this one, and with this we've got a boat all docked, and we'll be able to start exploring a little bit and try to find out where we are. Let's go, guys. I spent a couple of minutes just watching the landscape. It's just amazing. And here we enter into what looks like a market. We've got some oranges there, so we know those. Whoa, 73 more dragons. So that will introduce us to a new currency. And we're going to talk more about that. Here we have some rice, we got some water. Yeah, so I love that market. I love that vibe. Look at those beautiful lanterns. Oh, we need one of those. And here is a map. Fire Fish Lagoon, confirmed. And let's look at it. We came in from the... What? Amazing. Guys, we got it first try. Fire Fish Town. Hello everybody and welcome back to Sailwind. My name is ICU and I'm your captain for today's journey. You're joining me on this early morning of day 3 in the Fire Fish Lagoon. Woke up not so long ago, was just chilling, looking for a nice spot to start this video, and up, and there you go, pipe run out. And I was looking for a nice spot because, as you may be, the format of this video is slightly different. We're going to do a little bit of live commentary today, and the reason why we're going to do that is because I'm about to reach a big first for me in this game. For the first time ever, I'm going to be completing a mission that required to bring cargo from one biome or one region to another, and that for me is amazing, and I wanted to share that with you live. Now, if you've watched past 2 episodes, you should know that the footage were genuine while I was doing post commentary on it. The footage were genuine, and those were actually the raw footage of me discovering Fire Fish Lagoon for the first time, and I hope I was able to convey the emotion that I felt when I had that certainty that I had reached, at least that I could see my destination in the distance. And if I pull the map here, so we started southwest of this map in Gold Rock City, which is the capital of the Island region, and we got a mission to go down to Fire Fish Lagoon. Now, you cannot see Fire Fish Lagoon on this map, and the reason why is that lagoon is only accessible via missions, and that mission doesn't even give you a map. I can show it to you here. That mission actually gives you coordinate 28 north and 3 east. So if we go back to our map there, we see that this is basically southwest of the Emerald Archipelago, and so we spent basically the first 45 days preparing for our journey, by learning the ropes of this game, by learning how to navigate our boats, how to get ourselves situated, and then on day 46 we took that mission and starting our journey to Fire Fish Lagoon. So it's now day 63. It's our third day in Fire Fish Lagoon territory, and so day 1 we arrived late afternoon, walk around the town a little bit, which is behind us over there, and then we just went to sleep because we were just exhausted after almost 18 or 19 days at sea. Woke up the next day and basically moved the boat, because while we were able to be extremely lucky and find Firefish Town first try after reaching Firefish Lagoon, we actually ended up parking our boat on the other side of town. But the business office is right there. So day 2 we went around here, park our boats, and then I spent some time unloading it and cleaning it, and we've now have a full boat, which allowed me as well to get an idea of what our trip quote-unquote cost us. So we actually consumed 2 full barrels of water, 1 full barrel of rum, and 1 full box of hooks. This is a box of white tobacco to complete our mission in a minute, and this is what we were left with. So you can see this is also where my money went in the first 45 days of the game. So we have half a barrel of rum left. We have a case with I think 6 goat cheese left. We have the map of the island region, some navigation tools, 2 boxes of hooks, 2 empty bottles of water, our emergency ration here, which is still 10 out of 10, and then a bottle of wine and a bottle of honey beer, 2 boxes of white tobacco, which we just enjoyed some, and then here our trophy, the first ever firefish that I was able to fish. And as long as raw lion doesn't include and introduce spoilage in the game, I think I'll keep this. I think I'll keep this as a trophy. So our boat is now empty, sparing a couple of extra rations of meat here. I'm gonna sell all this back. I'm going to leave that here for now. I have 315 lion currency from the island region that I could exchange if I really need cash, but I'm hoping that between the mission and the few items that I can sell, I can replenish my stocks and get ready. So we're gonna do that together. We're gonna take that box or that case of white tobacco, make our way to the business office. I've already put in 8 of them, and I'm just showing you the last one on camera. Let's go. And there we go, mission complete, white tobacco to Firefish Town. So let's look at our reputation now, and we're starting off straight out with 6,900 reputation for the Emerald Archipelago because the Fire Fish Lagoon is part of this big region, which gives us already a retail discount of 15% and a max missions of 5. So that's amazing. Just with one trip, after visiting one town, we're almost at the level of what we've achieved in the Alhank region. What that gives us as far as our all-time balance sheets look like. Yeah, no massive change here. Not sure why. Interesting. Oh, I know why. Because that mission. Because that mission is not in the right currency. That should be 255. Alright, I guess we're all good here. We're gonna look at the missions later. This is amazing. Like, I must say, while the Alank region was very nice and I really love the color of the water, Fire Fish Lagoon so far has been amazing. It looks so rich, so alive. Really like the market as well, by the way. I've seen a lot of products that I'm looking forward to test and try. Yeah, I'll go ahead and sell those. I'm gonna look for a map of Fire Fish Lagoon. I'm gonna shop around, and I'll see you back when I'm ready to sell again. And we're back. Hello guys. So I know I had told you initially that I'll see you back when we were ready to sell, and as you can see, I've set up my boat, but there is no cargo here, and the reason why is that as I was ending the recording of the previous section of the video, I I got let's say real life got in the way and had to step back, and I wasn't able to play again until the next day. And when I loaded up, I noticed that an update had dropped, so we're gonna cover that as well in this episode. Looks like it's a first in many regards. So I'm just waiting here for the shop to open. I'm gonna actually sell those two, I think, and then buy two other one. Because I think this one is empty. Yes. I'm just waiting for the shop to open here. We're gonna go grab a mission. I just want to top up a little bit of water, and we're gonna start talking about. Perfect, the market is open. We're gonna start talking about one of the, or maybe the biggest feature of that new update, and this is this cart right there. So the main feature of the update is this new load and unload cargo option that is available for a small fee. You can actually have help to load and unload your cargo anywhere in this port. I don't think it's available in every single port, and at least for Firefish Town we'll see, at least for Firefish Lagoon we'll see if any other town has one, but Firefish Town definitely has that option. And you can also do long-term storage for a small fee, and that's awesome, because in the past you would actually get your cargo would unspawn if it was getting too far away from you. So I'm just gonna buy my 2 ration of water here. I'm gonna not buy a bottle of energy elixir just now, because I don't think that I'm at risk here. The other towns looks fairly nearby. So let's see how the mission look like today and whether we're gonna be able to use. Okay, no mission whatsoever, and trade doesn't look amazing anywhere in the region either. Alright, looks like it's gonna be a land episode, everybody, so I'm gonna keep it very short, and let's cover real briefly the updates that just came through. So here, nice spot right there. So let's see. So as you see, the cargo cart service now, the cargo cart service, that's going to be a big one. We haven't seen that as a challenge very much in this episode, and the reason for that is that I've been at sea most of the time. But I can tell you, during the first 45 days of this playthrough, I'm quite a fan of arranging the cargo inside my ship, making sure it's well balanced before I undock from the port. But transporting the cargo from the business or the trade office all the way to your boat can be quite painful. So I very much welcome this cargo cart service. Autosaves are coming in the game. I don't know how I feel about that, and the reason why is because I do not think that it's gonna be very useful to me. I like the games to keep me honest, and I'm not planning on doing any saves coming or anything. And you could argue that yes, but what is a game crash? Well, as far as I know, or as far as I have experience, the game is extremely stable, and that's why having the autosave function has never been needed for me. I don't understand. Yeah, I'm not looking at traveling anywhere. I want a mission to Fire Fish Lagoon somewhere. So, all right. Let's see. I'm not gonna consume my ration. So I've noticed, as far as food is concerned, right? So burns is not too bad, and then those fish are not too bad either. And so, guys, since we have no mission, I'm going to check one last time, and if nothing comes through as I expected, I guess I might need to sleep for that. We're gonna look at the ledger because I found out some things here, and then we're gonna call it an episode. So let's look at our currency. I have 315 island clients. I didn't need to convert any of those. I have 2,408 emerald dragons left. That's basically linked to the mission coming here all the way from Gold Rock City, and with that I replenished all my food and water. Actually no food, but all my water, and then I bought a map as well of this region. I have no ice cream cone, and I have no gold lions either. Let's go back to the emerald dragon, and then as far as our daily log is concerned, so you can see here on the top, now I can see this is the emerald dragon, and I actually start on day 62, so that's part of my mission that was then completed on day 63. I've bought water, I've bought map, I think that's what counts as furniture. Then that's just when I sold my barrels and everything, bought some food, some water, some alcohol. Water here being the small bottles, and here being the big thing, the big barrel. And then day 64, bought some more food, some water, sell some bottles, and yeah. So as of all time, so I'm gonna assume this is all time in Emerald Dragon, and then here in Island Lion. So Island Lion I'm now at 0, and here, so that kind of makes sense. Now I understand. Alright guys, I'll see you again when missions become available. Hopefully they will. I don't know if it's linked to the new update or not, but we'll see. So yeah, until then, take care, and I'll see you. And welcome back to Sailwind, guys. Episode 4, still in Fire Fish Town. In this episode, we're gonna keep exploring the new update, the version 0.23. And as you can see, one of the new features is that the lights are actually following the day-night cycle, while prior to the update, they were staying on at all times. So now it's about like 4:25, and in Fire Fish Town, the light comes on at 4:20 or close by. Beautiful evening, still day 64, still no mission, and at this point, so I'm gonna wait one more night. I'm gonna wait one more night, and then tomorrow morning, if I don't have missions, I'm just gonna set sails, undock, and get underway, go to a different town, and hoping that I'm gonna get a mission there. While I do have a little bit of funds, I am not speedrunning the game in any way, shape, or form. I still want the my little role play here to move forward. We started to talk about the new cargo service. I'm hoping to get a mission here, so we can try and see how to interact with it. But if not possible, that's fine. We'll do it at a later stage. As I said, we'll keep exploring the new features in this update. We mentioned the docks, the dockers. We mentioned the autosaves in the last episode. One of the things that you will see as well is that your boat is interacting slightly differently with the dock here. So even though, right now it's not a real good example because I'm the wind is blowing from my starboard, but actually your boat should be much less likely to bump into into the dock when the wind is unfavorable, and that way that should make the whole undocking procedure that much smoother. Very nice colors for this evening. The weather seems to deteriorate a little bit with all those dark clouds coming in. Maybe a storm overnight. We'll see. So let's check what time it is now. It's 5:30. It's still a little bit early for me to go to bed. I don't want to wake up like in the middle of the night, so I'll patiently wait for the night to set, go to bed, and I'll see you early morning when we're ready to move forward. Good morning, sailors. It's 7:30 here. Beautiful morning. Looks like that if we had a storm last night, it's long gone. Let's see if the market is open. And yes, it is. So let's grab a quick breakfast and get underway. I mean, hopefully find a flipping mission and then get underway, but that's gonna be something that we'll find out very, very quickly. So before I went to bed last night, I've tried to play around with the cargo system, and whoops, it's a mission office that I'm looking for. I tried to play with the new cargo/inventory system, and I must say I was struggling a little bit, so let's see how that goes today. And yes, we do have some green tobacco to Kisia Bay. Green tobacco is very, very light, so that's great for 63 more dragons. Doesn't seem amazing based on the price that I've paid so far. Let's do a quick check on trade. Gems, there is no way I can afford that, and green tobacco, there is no way I can afford that, and rice to Kisia Bay is not providing any profit. So let's go and load the tobacco. So since I'm gonna be traveling fairly light here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my barrel of rum slightly more centered in my boat, and that way I don't want to have an heavy bow, especially because I have no idea what type of weather I'm gonna face in that trip. So I got the water, the barrel of water at my stern that will provide, I think, some good stability without being too heavy. And then by bringing the barrel of rum forward, I will make sure that I am not too bow heavy. So let's put this like this. I don't like that. So I really like loading, the process of loading and unloading your ship. Except when it's a pain like this. You know what? Never mind. Let's do it from here. Okay. And one more to load, and then we'll get underway to Kisia Bay. So we are far east from on the map of Fire Fish Lagoon. So we're gonna have to make our way to a west direction, and that's kind of, I think, where the wind is blowing, so it's actually favorable. So that's awesome. And then we'll experience and experiment with another new feature, which should actually allow you to push your boat from the dock. And there we are. So we're going backward, but that's no problem. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna straighten up my ship, leaving Firefish Town for Kisia Bay. Now, what I'm not a fan of here is that there is a lot of fog still, and maybe it's because it's an early morning. But let me bring in the jib a little bit, and then there we go. We've got some nice speed. So I'll probably keep my gaff low for now, and the reason why, as we leave Firefish Town, it's definitely a very foggy day, and that's a concern to me, because if we look at the map, there are a lot of islands, and I'm gonna assume that even the sandbars that you can see on that map are not the only sandbar that you can actually face in this game. So we're gonna keep our speed fairly low here. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm worried about. And those, at least we can see them, but there might be some that we can't really see. So I'm going straight for land here. Alright, let's turn to our port side real quick. Please let me get in. Alright. And this is where the high level of maneuverability of the Dhow is gonna come very handy. I'm gonna lower my square sail because we have a wind on our back, and I'm gonna raise my jib, sorry. There we go. So I have maximum visibility. I'm going almost west, almost due west. Very nice. I'm really hoping that the sun is gonna come along, and if this is a storm coming, not sure how I'm gonna be handling that. That's how we like our square sails, right? Gives me a little bit of speed, but not too much. Let's even throw a line. Do a quick check on our speed here. So just with that very tiny square sail, I'm able to approach 4 knots. So that's pretty good, I want to say. Let's see. I'm very happy that I have a very, very light cargo as we explore this Fire Fish Lagoon, because I'm not sure otherwise how I would avoid collision with the ground. Seems that the wind is picking up a little. I'm gonna release some pressure on my square sail. I'm gonna let the wind kind of direct how it wants to interact. Now, it looks like it's open sea here on my starboard side, and which might explain why we're getting some heavier seas, but doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? Am I already lost? That's a possibility. We see some rain. Not sure if that means that a storm is coming up. But yeah, as the day gets underway, almost noon, we're sailing west-northwest, and we're trying to find our way to Kisia Bay. So we should go west-southwest, but I'm not sure if that's yeah. We cannot really go through the mountain right now, so we're gonna keep going there. Visibility is really bad. It's really, really bad. Anyway, so what do I wanna... How do we progress from here, guys? So obviously we want to explore Fire Fish Lagoon. We also want to be able to... Damn, I wouldn't be surprised if the storm shows up, to be honest. We want to explore Fire Fish Lagoon. We want to see if there is any shipyard available here so that we can further upgrade our Dhows, try new type of sails configuration. I want to see if we can find a boat. There's supposed to be 2 boats per region, right? A starting boat and then a capital ship. I'm not sure if anything is available here, but we'll for sure find out. I think the wind is starting to turn a little. Look at this fog. I've never seen a fog like this. I can barely see my ship. Wow. Fog plus rain. Yep, that would do it. I'm gonna release a little bit more here. I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to lower my jib soon, I think. This is a very spooky trip so far. Oh, let's not look too much at the glitch there. What was it a wave? Not too sure. Yeah, clearly the wind is turning a bit. We do still have some speed though, so I'm not gonna panic too much. Alright guys, I'll keep going slow, and I'll see you back when we've made some progress. Alright, 6 p.m. night is setting. Haven't budged. You may have just heard another round of storm. It's still nearby. There goes the lightning. I don't even know at this stage if it's the same storm or another one. I've had very limited visibility for the rest of the day. Didn't feel like I could ever make a move. At this point, I'm probably gonna wait another hour and a half. That looks like the storm over there. Not sure. And then hopefully tomorrow morning we'll be able to get underway. So yeah, until then, see you guys. Approaching 5 a.m. The sun is slowly rising. We've got calmer seas. Still quite windy, but I can see a star. I can see a moon. The moon, rather. I can see land now. I can't really see the north, but I think we're gonna get underway here. Let's keep on exploring. So we're gonna go due west. In my mind, we are northwest of Fire Fish Town, on the right of the map here. We took the channel west-northwest of Fire Fish Town, and the plan is really to follow that big piece of land. Go beyond those couple of sandbanks, and then get into the proper lagoon on a southwestern course, hopefully down to Kisia Bay. Our cargo, still those green tobacco boxes, and due tomorrow. So yeah, let's get going. So we're gonna start with pulling. Oh la la, beautiful. We've pulled our anchor all the way up. We are probably gonna wait for the boat to go slightly backwards, and then I'm gonna try to reorient our boat. There we go, turning slightly. I don't even need to pull my compass here. I can really just go with the using the landscape as points of reference. Alright, we're starting to have a fair angle with the wind. I'm gonna straighten up the helm, sorry, and we're gonna pull our jib. Bring it in a little bit. Make sure we can grab some sails. And there is still this weird texture glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch, but what should be, I guess, sand, and it doesn't do it when I... Alright. It doesn't do it when I use a spyglass, but let's get some speed going here. There we go. Slowly but surely. Exploration mode. It's quite nice, isn't it? You know what? I could I could raise my gaff at this point, but no, I just wanna take my time here. Yeah, you see the texture glitch seems to be linked to the light coming down the sand, or maybe it's like the atmosphere or the fog. We do have clouds, but my boat still looks very clear. And is that already the sand? Let's put our map here for a sec. Yeah. I think this is the lagoon. So let's check my wind. Okay, I'm gonna go a bit further down. I'm gonna do my turn on my port side a little bit further, so I can go beyond that sandbank here and get into the lagoon. And yeah. This game. Smooth sailing for once. Very calm seas here. Can almost like see the rocks being reflected in the water. Ooh, you see? Look at that. We almost went above like a sandbank that doesn't. I don't know if you would have smoothly sailed over it in a big ship. It's very interesting. Wind direction southwest. We want to be able to go southeast. So yeah, we're gonna sail a bit further and get ready for our turn. We are ready to start our next tack here, getting close from the sandman. Now, my problem is that the wind kept turning a little bit, so it's now, well, not really actually. It's still blowing from the west there, so I'm gonna have to go at least northwest here. And because I don't have much speed, I'm gonna drop my gaff, because otherwise I have the feeling that this tack is gonna change itself into a nightmare, and I want to keep making progress. So let's see. Let's turn here, letting go on that, pull, and release a little bit, give it some speed. Yes, we're still moving forward. Almost have the feeling that we did a 180 here. Probably. Pull that one. Raise our gaff. Oh yeah. We'll even be able to fly slightly closer to the wind. That's perfect. Successful tack. I know. It's yeah. You've managed a maneuver with the Dhow. Well, let me tell you that it's not, it doesn't always end in a successful way here. So I'm hoping we'll be able to see the entrance to Fire Fish Lagoon here. Oh no, we shouldn't. No, Fire Fish Lagoon, what? The entrance of Kisia Bay, but not yet. Not yet. Gain some speed here. We are totally going almost opposite direction. The wind keeps changing. The wind has totally changed. I'm gonna do another attack right now. And yes, I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop the gaff again. Get some speed. Release. And get some more speed maybe. There is no way I'm turning this at this speed. Alright, let's go. And it's probably not gonna work this time. Never mind. So the wind has kept turning, so what I suggest is let's get some speed. Let's go beyond. Night is coming. How much sailing am I supposed to have to do? I have a big challenge understanding the scale of this map and how it translates and where I'm coming from, and I want to say that the entrance to Kisia Bay should be somewhere over there. But you know what? We're gonna keep going a little bit longer. We're going to put a little bit less resistance from the sails to the wind. Stop the boat rocking back and forth a little bit from port to starboard. As you can see, my bow is nice and high. I think the profile we're going at right now is not bad at all. Could maybe release slightly the jib here. I know there are wind shadows in this game, but to be honest, that goes a little bit beyond my my understanding of sailing concepts and mechanics. But I'm really hoping that playing this game is going to improve my understanding of those. We're gonna keep moving. The colors of the setting sun on the boats is quite a sight to behold. Am I good here? What is this? What is this? Is that... Could be a top of a tree. Could be I'm going straight into land as well. Ay. Getting a good understanding of the distance between the land and you when you're viewing things from your boat can be extremely difficult. Now, you think we've got enough room? Looks like it. Again, we're sailing in the Dhow. That's probably saving us. And yep, the food bar is getting low, which makes me realize that I haven't even pulled my fishing rod today. That's totally fine. And I think we are approaching the entrance to Kithia Bay. Let me adjust our trajectory here a little bit. And if that's the case, it means that this lagoon is not too large, because we would have effectively sailed from Fire Fish Town to Kithia Bay in about a day. And that's... I'm not counting the almost a day we've lost in the storm there. And yes, that was a tree. Look at that, guys. We are coming in to Kithia Bay. Awesome. Now, what I think I'm gonna do is, as usual, I'm gonna lower my gaff and I don't wanna approach a new town in during the night. So I'm gonna go back to anchoring my boat. I never did it once in the island region, but I'm feeling that being in a lagoon, you should have there we go. You should have more than enough length to your anchor to be able to basically... Are you kidding me? Was that another lightning? Or was that just a glitch? I'm gonna go with... it was just a glitch. Alright. I think we'll close it here for this episode. I'm gonna take my dinner, go to bed, and I'll see you in the next episode for our entrance into Kithia Bay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Sailwind, episode 5. It's another beautiful morning here in Fire Fish Lagoon. We dropped the anchor last night. It's been kind of our way to discover this region, and also a way not to run aground every night, because as you can see there is a lot of land around us. So dropping the anchor at night sounds like a good idea. It's the early morning of day 67, and we are getting ready to deliver green tobacco to Kithia Bay, and I think it is due today. So let's grab some water. and try to assess how we're gonna get to port here. So the wind is blowing almost towards us. We're fairly close to the coast here. We got our anchor, so the wind is gonna blow us that way. We need to turn around, and to turn around I'm gonna try to do it the safest way, which would be like this. Let's log the wheel, raise the anchor, and get underway. Alright, I was not expecting to move that direction at all, but I think we're just gonna make it work. Or did I expect it that way? I'm not too sure. Okay, we should actually be in a safe position to lower our jib here, and we're gonna bring it back a little bit, catch some wind into our sail here. We couldn't see last night, but we've got a house here with what looks like an orange farm. Awesome, guys. A new town to discover. I think I'm gonna be able to raise my my square sail here. So last night I had to grab one of those pork emergency ration. I was fairly low on food needs. I was very hungry, and yeah, we're definitely gonna raise the square sail here. And I didn't want to touch my goat cheese because I would have needed like 2 or 3 of those to fill me up. So even though those are usually my the food that I'm keeping for my main my big journeys through the ocean, I'm hoping I can find some similar type of food that can fill up an entire bar of hunger in one go, for whenever I decide to leave Fire Fish Lagoon. Beautiful. Alright, here is a town. The docks seem to be on the right over there, or is that the shipyard? Maybe we found the shipyard, guys. How about that? And amazing. I feel so lucky with this series. We have so much luck. I mean, the first few episodes so far has been filled up with storms, discoveries, updates, beautiful sceneries. We're very, very lucky here. Looks like we again have made the right decision to come here with the Dhow, because that's another tricky entrance right there. I was expecting a grand entrance to Kisia Bay, but looks like it's wow, I'm not sure. So again, I've never sailed in a capital ship, but I'm not sure how you're expected to maneuver a beast of a ship in this type of port. So I thought all the towns would be on the inner side of the lagoon, but looks like all of them are fairly much on the outside, which is good, because if we don't feel like if we feel like traveling at night, we may be able to go through the outer limits of the lagoon, which doesn't necessarily gonna make it easier if you get into rough seas. So I think I'm gonna stick with my approach here of dropping the anchor at night, taking it easy. Again, that's how I like to play the game. So the orange tree is over there. Yeah, we got a lot of sandbanks rising near here. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to raise my sail. Well, do I have a dock? Is that dock end? Yeah, that's the dock. I can see the cleats here. Oh, so dock on one side and shipyard on the other. Very interesting configuration here. Very, very interesting configuration. So I don't think I have anywhere enough money to look at upgrading my ship right now. So I'm just gonna dock on the side of the business office and missed. Let's go back. The business office is here. I'm gonna go here. There we go. And feature from the update 0.22, I can bring back my boat slowly. And then grab the mooring rope at the bow, and I think I'm gonna put it here. Same thing, bring it back, and it looks like we're gonna have an on-time delivery for our first mission in Fire Fish Lagoon, increasing further our reputation. I'm assuming not by much, given that it's only 5 crates of tobacco and alright, I'm gonna release a little bit here. Welcome to Kisia Bay, everyone. Let's start unloading our cargo. Hello, sir. So, the shipyard of Fire Fish Lagoon is in Kisia Bay. I thought Firefish Town was the capital, but maybe Kisia Bay is the capital? Let's we're gonna take a quick tour after that. And mission complete. Let's check our log here. Mission history, we got 120 reputation, which pale in comparison of even what we were getting in the Alank region, and only 60. And given the price I've been paying for food and drinks on the other island, on the other town, here is our little dude to load and unload cargo. Again, I'm not gonna use that for now because I don't understand it. We've got some, might be like a wood factory somewhere. We've got some pork, very good. So you see one piece of pork and some one piece of pork is gonna be more expensive than what I got for that mission. So buns, rice beer, I've got that already. What do we have here? Oh, different color lantern. Almost 400 emerald dragons. I have 1700. Fishing hood. I do wanna, you know, I've kind of developed a habit of bringing trophies back from my trips, and I'm gonna try to carry with me one piece of every single item that I can find in this game now. That's gonna be much easier to be done once we are in the in a bigger ship. But alright, nothing to see over there. Oh, very cool. Very cool. And some oranges for sales, obviously. So I was also hoping to find a ship there, but no ship to be seen, no boat to be seen. I'm gonna go visit the other side, go around, and I'll bring you back if there is something interesting. Otherwise, we'll get underway. Well, I'm not sure how I missed that one, but I'm clearly clearly blind, because there is a massive ship being built here in the shipyard. I'm now on the other side of where we docked the boat, and yeah, it's a massive ship. I'm gonna say it's bigger than the other capital ships that are available for now in the game, and it's really well done. If you can see over there, you can see some cut down trees. You have much more wood being stored over there, and another very cool thing that I've discovered, and that if only for that, we're gonna be here for a little while, guys. Not here in this town necessarily, but here in the Fire Fish Lagoon, because look at that. You can get model ships, but they don't come cheap. This one is 12,000 emerald dragons. This one is 44,000 emerald dragons, and another one. I'm getting one of each. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know how I'm gonna have them fit on my Dhow, because you know that's not very encouraging as far as being able to purchase another boat on this in this region shipyard. But I have no boat there, and yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to rearrange my boat, and also what I've noticed, this is a one-way street. So I think what you're meant to do, right, is you're meant to come here, dock on the trade side or on the mission business office side, and then swim, use the mooring rope on the starboard side of your boat, swim, get all hooked up to the cleats over there, activate the shipyard, because if it's like in the island region, the shipyard is going to release your boat the other way, and that's one way to avoid to have to do a very painful U-turn, because like there is no much space here. Even with the Dhow, I don't think I can make it. So we'll do that, but before, we're gonna have to take care of our mission. And welcome back to the trade office here with Miss or Mr. John Doe right there. Let's take a look at our mission. Oh, okay, so only one available. Oh, alright guys. Damn. So it pays really well. But if you can see, lumber, although it's only one item, weighs a total of 1,200 pounds, and I just can't. I don't think my Dhow can take that on. So I'm gonna do two things. Number one, I'm gonna check the time of the day. It should still be fairly early. Never mind. it's I took some time visiting, so it's already the end of the day. We may have another mission tomorrow morning, but the other option would be trade. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, I'm supposed to have a 15% retail discount. I have 7,000 reputation. I'm supposed to have a 15% discount. Not a single deal available. Now, granted, where you seem to be making money is in Senna, and we haven't been there yet. But the fact that there is nothing available is very frustrating. So, let's spend the end of the day there. I'm gonna keep exploring, walk around, probably climb up those mountains over there, and I'll see you probably in the morning. All right. Good morning. Just woke up and about to face this gentleman over there. Oh no, no. They gave me another lumber mission, and let me guess, no profitable trade whatsoever. Not sure what this guy is doing over there with his orange farm, but clearly he should boost up his production. Now I'm starting to be a bit concerned here, and the reason why I'm concerned is because I'm very concerned with the economy in this region and how I'm gonna make money. So I don't have a choice. I'm gonna grab this one. But I know for a fact that the Dhow is not at all supposed to transport this kind of weight, and that's gonna make it extremely challenging to navigate for sure, but load as well. So at least the wind should allow us to try a tricky exit of that town without having to do an insane U-turn, especially once we... Hey, excuse me, can I put it somewhere? Thank you. Just because I would like to be able to leave without making that crazy U-turn. I'm sorry, I'm losing my thoughts here, but I'm extremely concerned, and I wouldn't be surprised if I sink here right now. Okay, I didn't sink. But that was extremely close. Okay, we're gonna give it another attempt. I need to land right in the middle of the boat. All right. Okay, how am I gonna let go of this? How am I gonna let go of this? Leave the boat! Leave the boat! Oh, all right. We are loaded, guys. Let's not waste any more time. Yes, we are getting a little bit of backward speed, sorry. It's looks like it's working. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, west is over there. We want to go north. We want to go straight north. Okay. Do you think we can make a U-turn here? I'm gonna wait until we reach the dock over there. Oh, it's a dock as well. Okay, so lesson of the day: you come back to Kisia Bay only with a capital ship, with which you won't be able to get in anyway. How is the wind blowing? The wind is blowing like this. So we're gonna try make our U-turn like this. Too soon? Maybe. I'm gonna lock the wheel and I'm going to unleash a couple of knots of those winches here, because yeah, I'm gonna use my square sail. I had no idea it would come so handy, but that's gonna allow me to navigate through that very tight oh yeah. I'm never gonna make it. Now again, take it as my dedication to test out the new feature of the update, because I think we're gonna have to check the to experiment with the new recovery system. So if the recovery system works well and we end up sinking, we should be back here. So don't worry, there will be more lumber to transport. Oh, yeah. There is supposed to be a creaking sound as well, but I don't know if that sound is linked to oh yeah. You see, I cannot even stand in my living quarter right now. I don't know how I'm supposed to sleep in there. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the jib fairly soon, like now. How am I gonna go about it? Ooh. I'm gonna go about turning. Gonna put that straight. I'm gonna start by, come on, lowering my jib. There we go. I'm gonna also oops, don't go too far out. And of course the wind is not gonna be flipping favorable. I hope I won't have to tack too much with this cargo. I am so concerned. If a storm hit, I have just no idea. Yeah, the wind is coming straight north. Of course the wind is coming straight north. I want to say this is where we want to go here. Northwest north. I don't know, guys, if I should raise the... I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if I should raise the gaff at this point. I'm gonna have to flip in tag. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to raise a gaff if I want to have any speed at all. And it's daylight, so I'm gonna say... Oh, yeah, we're never gonna... I don't want to go out to sea. I want to stay in the lagoon. I'm too scared. 1,200 pounds. What time is it? It's 2:30 already. No, I can't. All right. I'll see you a bit further down the road, guys. All right. I was able to get through, but the wind is starting to increase. So is the wake, or the waves, rather. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I think that's a glitch. I don't think that's actually the wave coming through my boat here, but I'm staying fairly close to shore. Oh, yeah. I'm expecting to make very slow progress at this point. I'm gonna raise my gaff. I'm sorry, guys. I'm too scared. I don't want to sink. What's not possible? I don't know if I like that biome anymore. So now we are almost at the peak, and we should go straight north. Yes, this is the entrance. It's 4:15. Guys, I'm not taking any risk here. I am not taking any risk. I am going to set up for the night. Yeah, I'm going to raise my jib. There we go. And then, oh yeah. I'm going to put the anchor. Oh yeah, guys. I am so scared. I don't even know how I'm gonna sleep here. Alright. That episode is gonna go up. It doesn't matter. That episode is gonna go up. And we'll pick up next time in the morning, or if I have to recover the boat, we'll make an inventory of what we've lost, because we are supposed to lose a little bit of a portion of our cargo if we need to recover the boat. I just want to make sure that we are anchored properly, so I think I'm gonna raise it all the way and raise it back down again. Alright, should be good enough. Very good early morning, everyone, and welcome back to Sailwind, an ocean journey. It's approaching 5 a.m. here. The sun is gonna start rising in a second, but so we're still anchored. We spent the night there. We left Cassia Bay yesterday. You can see the trees over there, so it's really not far. And we need to go to Senna, so northwest of Cassia Bay, which basically means that we need to go down that route, go around that rock over there, and that's where basically Senna should be. So the challenge, as if you recall, is that we are carrying 1,200 pounds of cargo, being lumber. And I'm worried about this sandbank because I'm extremely close from it, and I need a lot of time to get some speed on this boat. But if I'm not wrong here, we should be able to lower our jib is our anchor. And are we lucky enough? Raise. Are we still aground? I was lowering it. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Kidding me. You see, I'm already starting to get pushed, and I don't have any speed yet. Now I should be able. Okay. All right. Let's go back on the wheels here. On the wheel. And I'm actually gonna raise my gaff real quick. There we go. And I hope that this is gonna start. Yes. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna stay safe. I'm not gonna go too aggressive. Yeah. 92%. Okay, not too bad. I am not gonna be too aggressive in my sailing today. I am going to avoid any rocking of the boat, any big wave. Oof. And I'm gonna monitor the wind very, very closely here. All right. Believe it or not, but we're on the way. Don't even want to check our speed here, and I'll see you guys when the day is a little bit more underway. We've made some progress. We've reached the end of the first channel here, but as you can see, so first off, the seas are a little bit sloppier than early in the day, and I'm not sure I like that very much. As you can see, I'm taking on a significant amount of water, so here is to update game update 0.6 0.23 being very timely, because I believe that now each boat can take on more water before actually sinking. We're going to be paying a lot of attention to the sounds and the noises that our boat make, because that's also supposed to be another 0.23 upgrade feature, and we're gonna try to keep going here. Hopefully no sandbank. I don't know how you would do that in rain. I don't know how you would do that in a capital ship, but regardless, we've got some rain. I think we can see the further westerly sandbank, so Senna should just be behind that turn right there. Are we able to see it? This fog though, the waves. This is due today, right? Is it due today? It is due today. Oh no, more rain. Does that mean a storm is coming? I cannot see anything. Alright, you know what? Let's drop our gaff. Oh, yeah. Let's break down our square sail. Let's bring up our jib. Once again, maximum visibility here. I'm gonna, just for visibility's sake, I'm gonna move that one a little bit out of the way. I'm gonna avoid I can't see anything. Oh. Are those trees? That's a tree. I think we made it, guys. Yeah. Amazing. Let's go around. I may want to give a little bit of breathing space here. There we go. Perfect. Oop. Not too much. Yes. Trees. Oh. Never mind. And this one all the way up. Yes. Building. I can't believe we're actually about to make it. Kind of blows my mind. The rain, the weight, the unknown territory, and yet exploration moving forward. Alright, so looks like the dock maybe that way. Let me see. The spyglass is utterly useless in this type of weather. Okay, I'm passing the dock right now. Damn. Oh yes, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna quickly, and when I say quickly, I mean it. Alright, quick, mooring line. Okay. Not the cleanest docking I've ever made. But hey, I'm sure you guys will give me a break here between the first ever town I'm visiting here, the weather that is not good, and I think I just heard thunder, and the water level just rose. Oh no, storm. We have a storm incoming. Storm incoming. Let's we need to unload. We need to unload. Let me unload. Alright. Last step. Do not sink the ship lumber to Senna. Mission completed. Hello, good sir. Very pleased to meet you. Um, 19 reputation. All right. Let's say we did this one for the money. What is this here? Hello, hello. Fishing hooks, water, salmon, eel. Ooh, expensive. So, welcome to Ona, ladies and gentlemen. I am not too sure. Wow. Okay. The weather is just too bad. We're gonna keep it short for today. Very little visibility. I'm going to it's only noon though. Yeah, but hey, this is what a realistic sailing game brings you, right? Sometimes the weather is not gonna let you explore the way you would like to, but that's alright. I'll see you when the weather improves. Hey guys, quick check-in here as I'm watching a storm rolling away in the distance. Still raining. It's now 5:30 p.m. so we're not going anywhere tonight. And I did walk over there. There are some further houses. There is a dock worker available. You can go quite far. There are a few houses, but it seems that the only items that are available for sale on this island are here in this kind of warehouse. So I'm starting to be extremely concerned with the economy in this region, and because I really have no idea if I have enough to go back to any other region from where I am. I have not even 2,000 Emerald Dragons, and I have 315 island clients, but as you can see here, there is no way to change currency, so I'm kind of stuck, at least in this town. So let's look at our mission. Okay, at least we're having some very a much more significant number of missions here. Green tobacco to Ona due tomorrow. Medicine to Ona, so we haven't been to Ona yet, so that's a total of 110. Medicine 2 back to Kisia Bay. Salmon, water, we're gonna go to Ona, guys. I wanna see what it's looking like. So 200 pounds, that's not anything to sneeze at. Medicine 5 water. I'm not taking 5 water, that's too much. Cave mushroom, absolutely. And that's it. Trade to Ona. What do we have? Ooh, there we go. 31 profit for salmon, 32 for water, and it's twice cheaper, so water is a very good candidate. Medicine I don't have enough, silk I don't have enough, meat I don't have enough. Not enough. I mean, I could buy, but only one, and it's negative anyway. Oranges, negative to Ona. Cave mushroom, 85 for 1,000. So, cave mushroom, 85 to 1,000. No, it's water and salmon. Alright, it's gonna be water and salmon, so let's Wow. Okay, so you see we only have small stuff. I'm gonna start with the medicine here. So guys, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna load the boat, go to bed, and then we'll set sails first thing in the morning, because yes, we're concerned about the economy. Yes, we are. We want to, ensure a safe passage to another region at some point. Whether it's soon or not, we've yet to figure that one out. But we're still on a mission to explore. So that's why we're gonna start tomorrow morning. Okay, so that's why I have one more medicine here. So I'll finish loading, guys, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're back, and yep, that's another storm right there. So the intent was morning time, right? So it's 6:30 a.m. right now. We are on day 70 in this playthrough. We've got 3 missions to Ona. That's a town that we haven't visited yet. I have also purchased 3 barrels of water for trade, and I'm actually gonna grab, I didn't see I had some space left. I'm gonna grab a case of salmon, just because that's a tiny little bit of money additional, and that's also more supplies if needed, which you never know, could always come in handy here. Boom, there we go. So Ona seems very close. All our missions are due today, so we're gonna need to. The question is, we already took a massive risk last episode by grabbing that cargo of lumber, and now, although we're nowhere as close or as heavy loaded as we were, the storm is coming straight for us. So I guess I'll weather that one, and I'll see you on the other side. "1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, watching the storm pass by. I've been trying to go back and forth during the storm on what would be my plan moving forward, and obviously I want to go to Onya. I want to be able to find out a bit more about this town. As you can see, the rain is still quite heavy. I'm gonna go ahead and do my turn here. Up. Let's raise everything. Let's keep turning, and that's the perfect U-turn. Awesome. All right. So I'm gonna once again deploy my small square sail on the top of my mast here, and we'll be on our way to Ona. So Ona, we need to go north-northwest. Why do I have the feeling that I'm not turning here? I'm not moving, am I? Not sure what's going on here. Let's there we go. So we said north-northwest. North-northwest. I can't see very well here. Okay. Always confused still. Let's try to maneuver ourselves away from those islands here. And north. So I think the sandbank on our left here is the one there, so okay, should go north. So there is nothing there. Okay. I'm not very familiar with spy glasses, but they really don't work very well when there is such a fog here. Okay. I think I'm reading the map correctly. Ouch. Too close. Damn it. Alright, so Ona should, at least the island should be... Wait, this is Ona. Okay, I think those are trees there. Let's open up here. And raise our gaff. There we go. Now we have good speed. We have amazing maneuverability. We are finding a little bit this feeling of more open seas that we didn't have in a while. You know what? I think we're gonna see what we can fish for once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now is straight ahead. It's very close. You can actually see both towns when you're about halfway through. Fishes must have smelled the storm. They're not willing to get anywhere near the surface. Never mind. Alright. I'll see you guys when we get close from town. Never mind. It started to rain. I can't see anything, so we're going back to my favorite activity when that's the case. Doing the chicken. I cannot even check the status of my square sail here. This region is really difficult to navigate. I had no idea when you type C it actually switch off and on your light. This is awesome. Alright, let's drop the anchor. Yes, we have contact with the ocean floor, and with that I'll wish you guys a good night, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. I heard a storm while I was asleep. I'm not sure what this means, but anyway, I am late. Yep. The cave mushrooms were due to honor yesterday, and I'm hoping that this is honor over there, because otherwise we're in for quite a hunt. I am frustrated, but I just want to say I love the frustration. I think that this makes this game so much cooler. You never have to it's never easy, right? You always have to find a way to make it work. Flipping salmon. Alright. Let's take some speed here. Quick. And easy. Has to be, has to be, has to be, has to be on a. I don't want the episode to run for too long, guys. So I'll see you shortly. Everybody is going to tell you that this game is very chill and you can basically do whatever you please. You can multitask. What I would agree is that this game has its very chill moment. I would also like to argue that you feel extremely busy. At least I know. I always feel extremely busy in this game. And there are very few moments where I can really relax and chill. So I think we've come around. Ona, this is Ona, so I'm gonna approach it by day. And I think we're just gonna drop anchor and see what's up. And if this ends up being Ona, I'm gonna be fairly upset that I approached it at night yesterday. This game. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not trying to optimize my sales too much anymore. At this point, I just want to find where the heck is that town. All right. We're going for it. Can't believe I'm doing this. What? Awesome. Bees. We've got bees. We've got bees. We've got a temple. And we've got no ducks. Raw lion. Hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. Well, guys, that will do it for today. Have a great rest of your day, and Until then, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sailwind. We're picking up right after where we left off in the last episode. After finally dropping the anchor a few yards from, or a few feet from Ona, which is the very tiny village just right there. As we painfully discovered last episode, no dock, so we dropped the anchor at what I would qualify as a safe distance from shore. And yeah, so off screen I unloaded our cargo. I'm just finishing up to complete my missions here. So we had some medicine, some cave mushrooms, and some green tobacco to deliver to Ona. And we also grabbed some barrels of water and 1 case of salmon. But as you may remember, I in my rush to properly maneuver my boat, I was able to I accidentally picked up a salmon from the box and rendering it totally useless for trade. So it's now become my my additional food supply on the boat. So let's go and sell the water there. So we're back at 1663 emerald dragons, and let's take a look at our missions. So we have a few missions going back to Kissia Bay. Now the problem that I have with that is Kissia Bay only had lumber missions last time, and that translated into a very challenging course. Or was it Senma? No, it was Kissia Bay. Yeah, it was Kissia Bay. So I'm also kind of tempted to go back to Fire Fish Town here, just because it's a capital, and we can take actually 4 missions. So I'll probably do that, and off screen load the boat during the night just before going to bed, and then we'll get ready to set sail to Fire Fish Town in the early morning. Good morning. Alright, so slight change of plan. As you can see, my boat is not loaded, and the reason why is that I started to look at the trades, and it seems that Kissia Bay is actually demanding a lot of different goods that Ona has available. So I was thinking of simply going from Ona to Kissia Bay first, and then from Kissia Bay making my way east to Fire Fish Town. So that's a 2-way trip, and because of that I'm gonna have to be careful what type of trade I'm taking versus what type of mission I'm taking. If I'm planning to stop by Kissia Bay, then I could potentially take some missions to Kissia Bay, and I also didn't want to take a mission just before midnight, because then I'm automatically losing a day for no specific reason. So I didn't want to take that risk. And so let's look at our mission here. So we've got water to Kissia Bay, so 5, so that's a lot for only 52 emerald dragons payout. So generally speaking, what we were going to be looking for is a low amount of cargo for a high reward. Like here, I already know I'm going to take that one. 2 days, 83 emerald dragons for only 1 water. That's coming with me. 5 oranges, that's a bit too much. Kissia Bay, 5 salmons, that's a lot. 2 oranges to Kissia Bay. I'm going there anyway, 42. But that's still a lot. I might... Oh, okay, only 1 more pages of missions. So if we look at trade, right? As I was telling you, so salmon not so much. Water, extremely, I mean, let's say good profit, fairly low cost, only 208. And I'm familiar with handling barrels of water. Then if we look at medicine, so that's too expensive. Silk is way too expensive. Mead is expensive, but delivering a little bit of profit. Rice not so much. Oranges not so much. Leather not so much. and rabbit fur not so much. So interestingly enough, yesterday the trades were much more interesting. So that's probably a good example of how dynamic the trade system is. Now water remains my main thing here. So I'm gonna grab, let's see, let's take our missions first. So we are taking water to Fire Fish Town, and we're taking for now 2 oranges. So oranges I think are big packets or something. Yeah, alright. Okay, salmon 5, 83 though, but 5, too much. Alright. So okay, not so bad. Not so bad. So I'm gonna do it like in 2 different steps. First I'm gonna put them closer to the shore, and then after that I'll load, but probably off screen because it's extremely painful to load here, and obviously that's the only town that doesn't have the dockers. Ooh, just got a barrel of water in my head right there. So I have 1,000. I'm probably gonna start loading first, and then depending on how much space I have, I might complete with a few trade items, and then we should be good. Alright, let me load and let's get underway. And we're ready. So I just bought 1 additional barrel of water, just literally to restock my stock. I was very low, so just decided to consume the rest of the water that I had, and then from there we're all ready to sail, and we're gonna actually sell most of our cargo when we arrive at Kissia Bay, and then from there we will we will try to see if we can grab some more. I'm doing a terrible departure here. I'm sorry. I was trying to. Okay. Let's go. Bring it in. 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 Okay. Let's get some speed. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like it's gonna be tight again. All good. All good, but still a bit tight. Okay. Let's raise our gaff. And then we go. See you, Ona. Very interesting place. Very interesting. Very surprising place, but I guess very much in line with the feel of this lagoon. So we got good wind. Again, we're trying to go straight south in between that big rock and that sandbank, and then we should be in view of Kissia Bay. So my objective is to arrive at Kissia Bay before the end of the day. If we can unload, see if we can get some interesting trades, and then go on my way straight to Fire Fish Town. I still would like to avoid having too much penalties because I'm not able to deliver on time, so that's another thing. Okay. All right. I'll probably drop a fishing line and I'll see you guys when probably when we're in view of Kisia Bay. And there we are, guys, about to reach Kisia Bay just as the sun sets. So I guess I've been a bit ambitious about what we would be able to accomplish. Again, the wind has turned a little bit. I'm gonna drop my gaff. I don't really need it anymore. I'm going back to dropping my square sail. I have fairly slow wind coming from my stern, and at this point I know I'm not gonna go back to from Kisia Bay today. I'll probably sleep there and leave in the very early hours of tomorrow. Yeah, I probably want to go to bed early and then wake up early. That would be ideal. Not too sure how this docking is gonna go though. It's starting to be quite dark, and I'm not yet 100% familiar with this lagoon. Weather patterns here are very interesting though. All right. About to dock here. As the village sprang to life. I think at this point I can probably raise my square gaff, ideally a bit more quickly, because I'm gonna impact the dock real hard. Let's see here. This one sounds about right. Just noticing that the wind is not really favorable for us to leave this space. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but hey, that's a problem for tomorrow. Beautiful night, Kisia Bay. See you in the morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. I mean, hopefully it's an early morning. Yeah, 6:15. We're still in Kisia Bay, and so what I've done last night before going to bed is that there was no trade that was really interesting. So what I decided to go for is take 2 additional missions to Fire Fish Town, and the reason why, whoa, that was a bit sketchy here. Oh yeah, it's because I don't think the first crate is actually very stable. Anyway, so what I realized, and I'll show that in a sec here, is that if we look at our log and our reputation, we're very close from 8,000, which will give us another 5% retail discount. So we definitely want that. How's the wind? How am I supposed to get out of here? Let me see here. Okay, let's try something like that. Let me make sure that the helm is straight, which it is. How are we supposed to leave port? And of course that happens when I'm kind of running against the clock to complete my mission that I took from Ona to Fire Fish Town. Alright, that didn't work too bad. Let me let the boat go here and try to do something like too far, something like this. Alright, then something like this, and something like this. Let's kind of roleplay that there actually is some hull damage in this game. And so my plan, given the wind direction, is gonna be to... I think we're gonna start our journey outside of the lagoon. So I was thinking of this, and then try this, and then pull it. Yes. And then pull it slowly. All right. Whoops. All right. It doesn't work as well as I anticipated, but okay. let's not look at this. But we are now able to actually catch the wind. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this and this, and we should yes. We're going slow, guys, I know. Give me a break here. I'm trying to negotiate. Okay, so I don't want to take any risk with the wind. Yes, I know. Give me just 1 sec. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna use every single feature that Lion made available to us. And mostly mostly because the game is hard enough as it is, and I want it to remain a pleasant experience. Let's bring that one up. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of zigzagging to do. Where or how do I want to leave this? I think I want to go around Kisiabe from the south and then get back inside the Fire Fish Lagoon, either in the middle or go all the way around straight to Firefish Town. Let's see. Oops. Getting a little bit close here. Very close. Let's angle toward our starboard here. And then with very close hold. Again, I don't know how you're supposed to do that with I don't know how you're supposed to do that with a capital ship, to be honest. No idea. But yeah, there we go. See you, Kisiabe, and let's go back to Firefish Town. We're back in the lagoon on our way to Firefish Town. And as we're closing episode 8 here, it's another big milestone, right? We've kind of completed our exploration of Firefish Lagoon, which remains like something of a beauty, and I really enjoy our adventures in this region so far. But now I think that we're nowhere near ready to take on the next big step in our journey and turn our attention to the Emerald Archipelago. We need much more resources, being currency, money, or even supplies, to be ready for that journey. And as I'm approaching Firefish Town, so back to where we started our exploratory journey here, I think I'm gonna spend the next in-game weeks trying to optimize trade and really get ready for this sailing journey to the Emerald Archipelago. So until then, I'll see ya. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sailwind. We're starting today's episode at the helm of our Dhow with a kind of a compilation of the most beautiful shots that I was able to capture sailing through this region. And the reason why we're starting with some cinematic footage here is because we've just crossed the day 100 in our playthrough. And as I left you guys off at the end of episode 8 around day 79, we've effectively now been sailing through this lagoon for a solid in-game month. And I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to, one, provide you guys with some feedback about what my overall experience of the game has been in this region, and in a second part, just go through what my strategy and my approach has been. I've learned a lot more about sailing through Firefish Lagoon. I'm very comfortable sailing through this region now. I've discovered that my initial exploration was very superficial, and I actually identified some additional
Uh, very fun fact. You can one is actually related to owners that just you just saw on screen there, and uh, and yeah. So let's open up with a quick overview of the sailing experience. And let's start with the navigation, right? Because that's probably one of the most critical elements of being able to make any progress in this game. I would say on one hand, navigating through the Firefish Lagoon is extremely easy, mostly because the water remains calm. You have a lot of landmarks that you can use, and there are only 4 towns. It's very easy to get familiar with with this place and be able to find your way around. So I actually barely used any of my navigation tools since I've arrived there. I put my compass maybe once, and besides the chronometer that I've been using extensively to make sure I was, departing from one of the town at the right time of the day, I've barely used anything else. You don't need to know your latitude or your longitude because that biome is so small. So the navigation has been very easy. I've kept my approach of sailing only during daylight because my experience of the game has been like if you run aground, right, it can be extremely painful to get you out of there. You're wasting time, you're consuming some of your resources, and you may even need to go as far as unloading your boat and then having to subsequently reload it again. That makes it very challenging. So by only sailing during the day, I've avoided any issue with running aground. Now, from a sailing perspective, the wind is changing a lot. And what I mean by a lot is at least a lot more than what I've experienced in the Alank region where I came from, right? I I was always in need to keep a close eyes on where the wind was blowing from, and I guess because the biome is so small, the wind is changing on a very rapid basis. So make sure you keep an eye out on that. Um, but the overall sailing experience is amazing. The towns are beautiful. Every docking feels very different, whether you're in Firefish Town, Ona, or even Senna. Um, each town seems very unique. Each approach is very unique, and it's been a joy. I don't know if it's because I was sailing in the Dhow, but it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm not bored at all. I'm not bored at all. Um, so I guess that closes it for the good part. Now, when it comes to our little captain's journey here, and how this has progressed, it's been it's been a bit more challenging. So when it comes to trade, I think the map is a good illustration of the different challenges that I faced. Number one, the distance between towns and how they at least impact mission rewards. All those towns are very close one from the other. Even from Firefish Town, which is due east, to Senna, which is all the way west of the lagoon, you need maybe like a day and a half to go from one place to the other. Um, and if you look at Senna and Ona as the opposite and the shortest distance between 2 towns from this region, you can actually do one return trip within a day if the weather condition allows that. And again, I believe that the mission's rewards are linked to the distance between the departure point and the arrival point. And because of that, mission rewards have been very tiny in comparison to what I experienced in the Alank region. Um, so missions very quickly I rule them out to even be like a tiny focus for me. Didn't happen over the last 20 days. When we look at trade, first off, I didn't start with anywhere near enough Emerald Dragons to be able to have any type of quick and easy profitable trade. I was also not able to find a single spot where I was able to change currency. So whatever money I brought from the Alank region, couldn't do anything with it, and it's still sitting in my saving account. Um, the other issue is that trade is very, very hard to come by in this region. So much so that on most days, I was always doing one trip, loaded with some cargo, and then the return I was empty because there was either no mission, but there was definitely no trade at all. So it's been very, very challenging. And yeah, it's day 100, and I'll pass it over to our captain here, and so he can take it from there and give you an even closer look at the situation that we're facing ahead of us. All right, stop the music. Good morning, class. Sun is rising. Finishing our yoga session here, which, to be honest, has been very, very helpful in the last couple of days to keep my sanity. Um, we are in Senna. Interestingly enough, during my discovery voyage, I mentioned that it was there was nothing much to be seen here. Well, it was raining, and turns out that this is a lovely village, um, and with a lot of nice shops. We're gonna we're gonna take a look at that. You can see some beautiful smoke, purple smoke coming from the elixir factory over there. Yeah, I was talking about reality checks here because uh, I arrived in Firefish Lagoon full of hope, and up here is a market here. Full of hope that I would get rich and my reputation would explode, and that's not really how things turned out here. And it's been very, very disappointing. So much so that I'm gonna have to change my plans. If we look at the log here, so it's day 100, the early morning hours. Um, if we look at the economy, let's start there. Over the last 20 days, I was only able to generate 6,500 Emerald Dragons profit, even though, as you can see, I've only purchased very few water in the last 20 days, and I relied entirely on fishing for food intake. Um, so yeah, not amazing. And if you look at all time during our stay in the Firefish Lagoon, we were only able to generate close to 7,000 Emerald Dragon, and 6,000 of it came from missions. Just to tell you how poor the trade has been. And don't take me wrong, out of these 6,000 income from mission, I think, if I remember correctly, over 4K was coming from our initial mission from the Alank region to the Firefish Lagoon. So it's been a disaster. And it's been a disaster from a revenue perspective, as you can see here, very, very meager. And it's been also a disaster from a reputation perspective, because after 47 days or 37 days, about 40 days, let's say, in the Firefish Lagoon, I've only racked in 1500 reputation. So even with a 20% retail discount, it's been it's been it's been a disaster. So I'm changing my plan. Even though I love the locals here, I love sailing through these waters. Um, the folks here keep talking about that big
archipelago located somewhere northeast of here, um, and they really recommend me to sail there. So that's what we're gonna do. And before doing so, we're gonna grab a few souvenir, let's say, from this place. So actually, I'm gonna buy elixir energy, whimsy water. No idea what this is. I may come back. The problem with those little bottles, right, is that once you've purchased them, it doesn't tell you what it is, I think. Snake oil. Alright, let's buy some snake oil. I don't know what that is either. We're gonna sell this. It's empty. Whoop, thank you. And I may come back for the whimsy water. Ooh, green lantern. I don't have that. Let me grab some breakfast first. There we go. So the other challenge that I have is that uh, despite the fact I couldn't drink it for over a month, there is no rum to be found in this Fire Fish Lagoon thingy. So I might be stuck for wine for the next leg of our journey. So we're gonna see how we can handle that. All right, let's grab lantern here and let's go back to um, the dock. So yeah, I was talking about the next leg of our journey, right? I'm gonna sail to the Emerald Archipelago. I'm gonna follow the recommendation from the locals, um, and I'm gonna get ready. My plan is to leave in the next day or so, hopefully with a mission. All right, here she is, as beautiful as ever. Uh, Love my Dhow. Haven't changed the sails. Yeah, don't have the money for it, but that's fine. All right, let's sell this. I'm almost out of hook. I'm out of water. 253. All right, let's load. You can see the. Okay, we're gonna arrange that later. I'm gonna buy some hooks. Alright. What I think I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna finish to get some supplies, and then I'll see you when we are almost ready to sail. Okay, we're ready. So let me give you a tour. As you can see here, over the last months or so, it definitely feels like I've been fully living here, and I really like that. So we've got full boxes of fish hooks, 40 of them. We've got 5 spares here that were left over from my last box, and rather than selling them, I've decided to put them here on the shelf. Those are the remains of my fishing adventure to keep me sustained, which gives us a little bit of food reserve. I went ahead and bought some wine. I also bought a case of salmon. So as you can see, I'm really getting ready for a longer journey here. I actually took a reading last night. If we pull our world map here, and I got a latitude reading, so north-south reading of I think around 28, 29, which would bring us south of the map here, and I was actually hoping to get a reading on the sun compass here, but unfortunately I missed the time, so we're gonna have to do that another day. And the reason why I want my longitude is I want to know, I don't recall exactly, am I like 3 longitude 3 longitude 4? Basically I want to know how much northeast I need to take my course. Uh, Last but not least, I would very much like to get a mission to go there, but unfortunately I keep not seeing much mission from here. We may have to go to Firefish Town to grab one and get a little bit of reward here, but that's gonna be for tomorrow. Because yeah, I mean Kisia Bay. What would we do? Kisia Bay. Go to the shipyard, but I have nowhere near enough money. Yeah, only 2,500 left. No, I think we're gonna make our way to Firefish Town. Senna was kind of my last hope to find a world mission, but I think I'm gonna have to go back to Firefish Town. I also bought some whimsy water, um, and I'm gonna put it here next to my snake oil. I'm gonna grab my compass. I'm gonna start getting ready for my journey here, and I'm gonna put my whimsy water right there, knowing that I still have no idea um, what it does. As you may remember, I also wanted to purchase a few models of ships in one of the shop here, I think in Kisia Bay. Well, not gonna happen. And and as my sleep schedule keeps being totally messed up, I'm gonna go to bed, uh, try to somehow get on my way, maybe in the very early hours of day 101, and we're gonna make our way to Firefish Town. See you there, guys. Good morning. 4:30, and it's raining. Um, yeah, and I don't think I can 100% see which one is an all-star. So we're not gonna do another latitude reading. We're gonna new mission. Still no world mission. Okay, Firefish Town. We got medicine. I think we're gonna take that medicine and those oranges just to give us a little bit of funding. All right, we're gonna load that real quick. I hope it's only rain and not I really hope it's not a storm. I mean, we have plenty of time, right? We have 3 days. That's more than enough to reach Firefish Town. How many? Was it only 3 medicine? Because sometimes some cargo falls into the sea, especially here. All right, how are we looking? We're looking pretty balanced, if you ask me. Of course, storm. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's see, where is it? Because if it's not coming straight at me, I may be able to outrun it. Going south, though, is a long way around. This game. All right, you know what? We're nice colors. We're gonna make. I think it's coming that way. So we're gonna. Let's go. Let's say goodbye to the Fire Fish Lagoon with a bit of a stormy weather. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this green lantern here, but let's see. Maybe I should focus on piloting here a little bit. Alright. Gonna raise our gaff. And we're gonna have to be careful. Not to mess it up. How are we looking? All right. not the cleanest departure I've ever made, but wrong one. This one. But I would say it will work. Oh yeah. Quite a storm here. Alright. I think if I recall properly, we should be fine here. We're getting a great speed, getting away from the storm. Let's go. Great view. Let's stay inside, yeah, shall we? Love the speed though. Let's throw a line. And that's so far that's been very much what my whole journey has been. Excuse me, thank you. Through this lagoon, just sailing left, right, going from one town to another, often enough totally empty, and yeah, I think the only decision I could make was listen to the wisdom of the locals and try to get to the Emerald Archipelago. I'm actually quite looking forward to this trip. I really hope. I mean, let's be real here. It shouldn't be anywhere near as long as the trip from the Alank region, right? It should be really maybe 5-6 days would be my guess. I've seen some missions that were, some of them were as quick as 5-6 days. Now I'm aware I'm in the Dhow, so being in the Dhow, I'm not always the fastest, but look at that. Look at how she rides. Look at how she rides. I love her. That boat, this boat is. I'm gonna have a hard time trying to. I mean, letting it go and buying another boat. Now, let's take a minute to talk about what's ahead of us. I'm gonna go for a capital ship next. And I'm gonna try to find the one that is in the Emerald Archipelago. I'm gonna hope that the trade is gonna be much better over there, and then after that I'll be able to try my hand on a new capital ship, learn sailing it a little bit and then make our way to the next stop, which might be 4 days train. Or will we go to Happy Bays and Happy Bay Alank, get the junk in Alank, and then go to Forest Train? I don't know. That's gonna be for a much further chapter in our adventure. I just got straight into the wind here. Alright, let's not take any risk and not get stuck. Man, I'm telling you, when you've been sailing for so long in the lagoon, you're actually looking forward to some wave, and this is very exciting. Wouldn't mind catching a fish, and there you go. Sometimes when you have a storm like this, your fish is just gonna exit the water and then you can just pull without risking of breaking your line, but doesn't seem to be the case here. And yeah, you know what guys, I'm actually enjoying a lot having you along, so it may be a long episode, this one. Damn. Already lost a hook. Not amazing. That's fine. Haha. Waves. Awesome. I'm having a blast, guys. Look how she rides. Awesome. Let's grab a hook. And there we go. Now, I'm gonna let go of the map at some point, the local map, and only stay with the world map, especially when we're on the way, but not just yet. Whoa. Alright, you know what? It's getting a little bit. Let's give it some room here. Yeah, the storm is definitely passing behind us, so we got that one right. Yeah, let's go. Love it. And another thing that I'm also looking forward to in the Emerald Archipelago region is to be able to use the dockers, and I'll make sure to try to feature that in one of my videos. Now, what I was thinking at speaking of videos, to pause a little bit the roleplay here, I think I'm going to organize my playlist into chapters, and I think with chapter 1 is coming to a close. This is video 9. I'm probably going to be looking at about 10 video per chapter, and the next chapter is going to be the Emerald Archipelago. I was wondering if I was going to go by boat or by region, but if the economy keeps getting that hard, right, I'm probably going to stick with region. And our 10th episode of this first chapter is gonna be us leaving the Fire Fish Lagoon. Alright, what are we... So the challenge with leaving this storm, right, is that I'm not too sure where I am right now. I've become very familiar, but let's try with the lagoon, but maybe I need a slightly more visibility. Let's try to see if we can spot an entrance here. Otherwise I wouldn't mind going a little bit more out at sea. Yes, I I think, guys, it's the first time in over a month that I face this type of weather, and that feels really good. All right, where are we? Am I already at the Firefish? No, that's Kisia Bay. Yes. All right. Yes. You see, I can much better orient myself now. So we're arriving at Kisia Bay, and we're gonna try to go in to enter the lagoon south of Kisia Bay. So I think we're gonna let it go. Again, guys, I'm not even willing to look at the shipyard there and what sails I could upgrade my Dhow with. Um, Mostly because I know I won't be able to afford it, and and the only way I could have maybe afforded an upgrade was if I had been able to convert my money into my Alan clients um, into the local currency. But I mean, let me know if I've missed it, but I couldn't find any place to do that. Um, so we're gonna leave Kisiabe on our port side. Um, Let me guess. We won't see anything. Yep, that's spyglass in the fog for you. And and then I think I'll look at that storm rolling away. Awesome. And I will see you guys when we are either entering uh, inside the lagoon or when we are about to arrive in Firefish Town. And the reason for that is that I mean, I'm having fun, but I still want to keep the video in a reasonable length. Alright, guys, so we're arriving at Firefish Town here. After a smooth sailing, it's I think it's day 101 now. Still, oh no, day 102. Yeah, right. We spent one night at sea, dropped the anchor. Now, the other thing I've noticed is that the weather is quite nice today, and it's gonna be noon soon. So what I'm gonna try to do is get a read on my longitude here. So all right, let's take a safe sailing angle because I'm gonna need a little bit of time here. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get this in our catch basket, kind of reliant. Special shootout. If you could put a box that we can fill up, that would be amazing. So it's now 11:15, so I'm getting very close to 12 noon. Now, if we look at the map, I'm expected to be on the right of the zero here. Maybe 2, 3, hopefully 4. That would be even better. I could go almost north from here to go to the Emerald Archipelago. So I'm expecting to get my local noon reading before I hit 12 noon standard time, which is based on the A string time. So let's get ready. Let's grab our sun compass. Let me see, where is the south? South is here. I'm gonna get, all right. Yeah, so as you can see, we're almost there. All right, I was just checking the wind in my cell. Seriously? Come on now. All right, reading is more important right now than the wind. I'm gonna take care of it later. Let's see, south. We're almost at noon here. Actually, I would say we've passed noon. Damn it. So it was what? 10 to 12? You know, I'm gonna say 10 to 12. Very approximately. Do we still have some speed here? Nope. Okay, never mind. Let's go back underway. You know what? I'm gonna do that offline. Let's check our map first. So I think I want to say it was 12 to noon. And if it was 12 to noon, I'm actually gonna be longitude 3, which is not as far as what I anticipated. But alright, sounds good. Fire Fish Lagoon over there. Actually, I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna enter through the corridor here. Up. I know, guys. It's it's gonna be a very long episode, and I guess I'm sorry. Um, but look at this. I don't know when we'll get to see this lagoon again. We're coming back. Don't take me wrong. We are coming back. And I've decided that we are coming back in a capital ship. Um, Mainly because I feel like now the um, navigating the lagoon in the Dhow or in another small ship wouldn't be that much of a challenge. Um, Now that I feel pretty comfortable sailing for it in the Dhow, um, so I'm coming back in a capital ship, uh, and because I guess it's gonna take me a while, I uh, I just I just want to enjoy the last few hours that I have to spend here. And when I'm saying few hours, I'm talking about in-game hours here, guys. I'm definitely not like we're done. We're packing up, um, and we're leaving. We're going to the Emerald Archipelago. As you can see, I've actually already stored away the map of the Firefish Lagoon here. I'm um, I'm gonna have some trouble getting inside Firefish Lagoon on the right side here, I think. But never mind. I mean, look at this sunset, guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. Alright, doesn't look like we're gonna get any more fish tonight. Let's try to see if we can actually get close-ish from the... Ooh, it's gonna be tight. What time is it? 5:36. It's gonna be nighttime. I could get in, but I'm gonna have to pull some tack, and to do that I want to be with good visibility. I want to have my energy full, and so because of that I think I'm gonna try to make as much progress. All this is due in 2 days, so plenty of time. And yeah, gonna dock right there. Perfect. I'm gonna assume this is the most peaceful um, environment to sail in the game. After that, I'm gonna assume it's not gonna be that peaceful. Ooh, is the wind turning slightly? Hey, we might get in. But the visibility start to suck, and I want this to be to remain a good experience, at least from a visual perspective. So we'll see you later, guys. And we're finalizing our approach into Firefish Town here. Actually, maybe arriving a bit fast, but it should be all good. As the lights are turning off, it brings some life to the game. Personally, I am not necessarily missing the NPC in this game so much. Whoop! That's my usual my usual move here. Missing the clit. But yeah, when hull damage is added to the game, it's gonna be so painful. Anyway, so we're here. What I hope is our last time in Firefish Town for a while, and I'm going to unload, get the missions completed, and then we'll see if we can find a mission. Now, I've decided, while I was peacefully sailing my way into Firefish Town, I've decided two things. Number one, hello sir, thank you very much. Number one, I'm gonna buy another barrel of water, and the main reason for that is I don't want to be too ambitious. I don't want to be too confident. I don't want to think that I can reach the Emerald Archipelago in 4 or 5 days, because I've never been there. So I had no clue. I have no clue. Sorry. And yeah, a second barrel of water would come a long way. All right, and with this last piece, we're gonna look at our trade world, and there we go, finally. Happy Bay, way too far. Gold Rock City, thank you very much, I'm not going back there. Happy Bay, Silk to Dragon Cliff. Okay. Green tobacco, no. Rice, that's heavy. Yep, no, thank you. And alright. Only the silk that you see, due in 5 days, and I have 323 miles to do in 5 days, and then here I have 14 days. Damn. I'm gonna do some thinking while I consider my option here. Approaching 7 a.m. here. One more day. Just couldn't decide what to do yesterday, so just decided to, wait the storm out. I did buy a box of cave mushroom with the hopes that I can sell it anywhere but in Dragon Cliff upon my arrival. Let's see what this morning's mission leaves us with. Okay, so we got the same Silk to Dragon Cliff. slightly higher reward, or am I dreaming? Rise to Dragon Cliff? Sorry. And alright, guys, I'm biting it. We are going to Dragon Cliff with 3 silk. It's 180 pound, so it's fairly light. It shouldn't. I think my boat is gonna be. I mean, not my boat, but my loads are gonna be around. Maybe something like 400-500 pounds, which should put it into a pretty good condition to actually sail. Sorry, in the open ocean. I'm sorry, my words are being mixed up. I'm starting to feel um, a little bit tense here. Of course, wind is coming straight from my bow. That's fine. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a mix of adrenaline and just sheer excitement about meeting the open ocean again. I'm filling up my food and water bars here before leaving so that I don't have to use my supplies. I'm actually going to. Did it sell? Yeah, it didn't hurt. Even if I'm gonna waste a little bit, it's fine. I just wanna start white. Oh, thank you. And yeah, full belly, fully hydrated, early morning, guys. We're saying goodbye to Fire Fish Lagoon. And we're going backwards. That's is that fine by me? Going south. Well, the idea really is mostly gonna be to get out of here. And you know what? I actually don't mind leaving that direction. Let's do our little maneuver here and say farewell to Fire Fish Lagoon. I have mixed emotion. I'm on one hand, I think I'm gonna miss it, but on the other, we're going away to explore a new region, provided we can make it. That's very, very exciting. All right, how is it going here? Okay, let's go like this. And we're actually gonna start with our square sail. All right, damn, let's give it some. So I'm gonna be looking at leaving just exiting the lagoon. One way or the other, I want to exit the lagoon, and then from there, we're gonna be able to make our way. So we have two options depending on how where we're gonna exit and how the wind is gonna blow upon our exit of the lagoon. One way is to go straight east, and by going straight east we'll be able to make some progress or going straight north. Ideally, we're going north-northeast, I think, but we'll see. And as we are leaving Fire Fish Lagoon, I think I'm gonna close the episode for the day. And actually, we're not really leaving, so. And as the trees of Firefish Town are disappearing in the fog over there in the distance, I've decided actually to do a last tour inside the lagoon. Well, okay, I'm gonna be fully honest here. I didn't want to do that, but it turns out that that's where the wind was blowing, and I want the wind to be an ally. So because of that, we are gonna do a last tour in the lagoon, enjoy the landscape, enjoy the beautiful scenery, and I guess the cozy sailing. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we are just about to leave this region. It's now 3:30 p.m. and I found a way out of the lagoon here. We're gonna go in between those sandbanks and the rock on the port side of my boat there at my bow. Um, and I think that's not too bad because we're gonna be going about northeast, so we're gonna be able to go straight um, towards the right direction, straight towards uh, the Emerald Archipelago, and we might even be able to achieve that with our square sail. So that's pretty awesome. Now, I'm not gonna anchor down anymore. I'm very hopeful that I'm gonna be out of the lagoon by the time it's dark, and then we're gonna try to start setting a favorable um, course for the Emerald Archipelago overnight and make some progress. I'm not gonna start bothering about reading just yet, whether at night with a quadrant or during the day with a sun compass. I think I'm probably gonna use the Firefish Lagoon mountains as a landmark to orient myself for the first day or 2 days, and then after that we'll see. Um, I'm not I'm not too worried so far. And with that, guys, I will finally close this episode as we bid farewell to the Firefish Lagoon. And I think the first episode of our chapter 2 will be our journey from the Firefish Lagoon to the Emerald Archipelago. So I'll leave you with this beautiful view of our lagoon, and I'll very much look forward to see you in the next chapter. Until then, I see ya.